You wake up in the morning. You feel a heavy, dull pressure behind your eyes. You walk into the kitchen to prepare your healthy breakfast. You pour a splash of golden, clear liquid into your frying pan. Maybe it is canola oil, soybean oil, or what the bottle calls pure vegetable oil. You scramble your eggs, believing you are doing something wonderful for your cholesterol. Later that afternoon, you find yourself standing in the middle of the hallway, completely frozen. You cannot remember why you walked into this room. You look at a familiar object, and for a split second, you cannot find the word for it. You feel a deep, terrifying sense of brain fog. You go to your doctor and complain about your memory. They tell you it is just a normal part of aging. They check your heart and say your cholesterol is fine because you switched to vegetable oils. But I am here today to deliver a terrifying medical truth that your doctor absolutely does not understand, and the industrial food complex is praying you never discover. The healthy oil you just used to cook your eggs is not protecting your heart. It is lost. It is biologically volatile. Because those industrial seed oils are packed with highly unstable, polyunsaturated fatty acids, specifically linoleic acid, they cannot handle the heat of your frying pan. And more importantly, they cannot handle the 98.6-degree heat of your own body. Once inside your system, these oils do not just sit there. They oxidize. They become rancid. They turn into toxic chemical byproducts called oxalams. Because your brain is made almost entirely of fat, it desperately grabs these toxic, oxidized fats and uses them to build the very membranes of your brain cells. You are literally building your mind out of rotten, unstable plastic. Your brain cells are not misfiring because you are old. They are misfiring because they are physically inflamed, chemically suffocating, and structurally collapsing under the weight of industrial waste. Welcome to Senior Health. I am Dr. Kim. Today, we are embarking on an unprecedented, monumental masterclass. We are going to completely dismantle the greatest, most profitable, and most destructive nutritional lie of the last century, the vegetable oil and omega-6 scam. We are going to explore the absolute frontiers of modern lipid biochemistry. We will look at exactly what happens inside your neurons when they are forced to process industrial seed oils. We will reveal the terrifying phenomenon of lipid peroxidation. And, most importantly, we will unlock the profound, ancient wisdom of Korean traditional medicine. We will explain why your mind is being misted by toxic dampness, why your digestive fire is being extinguished by these cold, synthetic fats, and how you can naturally, deeply flush your nervous system to restore your cognitive brilliance. If you cook with vegetable oils, if you take plant-based omega supplements, or if you live in terror of Alzheimer's, you must stay with me. Turn off your television, close your door, and give this massive presentation your absolute, undivided attention. Your memory and your independence depend on it. But before we expose the massive seed oil disaster, if you are serious about taking complete control of your longevity, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Here at Senior Health, we combine the brilliant discoveries of modern biochemistry with the ancestral wisdom of Eastern healing. I want to know who is joining our community of truth seekers today. Type the number 1 in the comments right now if you are ready to stop the brain rot. Let us begin by understanding the absolute, fundamental biology of the omega trap. For 50 years, the medical establishment and the giant food corporations told you that saturated fats, the fats our ancestors ate for millions of years, like butter, tallow, and coconut oil, were the primary cause of heart disease. They told you to throw away the animal fats and replace them with heart-healthy vegetable oils. This was not a health decision. It was an industrial decision. Seed oils, canola, soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, are not natural foods. You cannot squeeze an ear of corn and get oil. You cannot squeeze a soybean and get oil. These oils must be extracted using high-heat industrial processes, petroleum-based solvents like hexane, and aggressive chemical deodorizers to hide the fact that the oil is already rancid before it even reaches the bottle. The primary component of these oils is linoleic acid, an omega-6 fatty acid. Now, your body does need a tiny, microscopic amount of omega-6. But in the modern senior diet, we are consuming 15, 20, sometimes 50 times more omega-6 than our bodies can possibly handle. Why is this a disaster for your brain? Saturated fats are stable. They have no double bonds in their chemical structure, which means they do not react easily with oxygen. They stay solid and firm. This is why your brain cells need them for structure. Polyunsaturated fats, seed oils, are highly unstable. They have multiple double bonds. When these oils are exposed to oxygen, heat, or light, those double bonds snap. The oil oxidizes. It becomes a free radical, a biological wrecking ball that smashes into everything it touches. Imagine your brain cells are like a house. Saturated fats are the solid bricks and strong wooden beams. Seed oils are like building your house out of sticks of dynamite. As long as it is cold and dark, you might be fine. But the moment the temperature rises, the moment you have a fever, or stress, or just the normal 98.6-degree heat of your body, the sticks of dynamite begin to explode. This process is called lipid peroxidation. When the seed oils in your brain membranes oxidize, they create a toxic byproduct called 4-HNE. 4-HNE is a potent neurotoxin. It physically paralyzes the mitochondria, the power plants, inside your brain cells. When your brain cells cannot produce energy, they cannot clear out metabolic waste. They cannot process memories. They enter a state of sickness behavior. This is the clinical reality of brain fog. You are not losing your mind, your brain cells are simply too poisoned and too low on energy to function. And sadly, the medical establishment ignores this because they are obsessed with cholesterol. They celebrate when your cholesterol drops because you eat seed oils, completely ignoring the fact that those oils are turning your brain into a graveyard of oxidized lipids. But the biochemical nightmare of seed oils does not stop at energy production. We must look at the inflammatory cascade. Omega-6 fats are the primary precursors to pro-inflammatory signaling molecules called eicosanoids. When your body is flooded with linoleic acid from canola or soybean oil, it is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Your immune system stays in a state of permanent, high-level alert. This chronic neuroinflammation is the secret killer. It slowly dissolves the blood-brain barrier, allowing even more toxins to enter your skull. It activates the microglia, your brain's immune cells, forcing them to attack your own neurons. This is the exact biological pathway to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. To truly understand how to heal the mind, we must look beyond the reductionist view of fatty acids and embrace the profound, holistic wisdom of Korean traditional medicine. Thousands of years before the invention of industrial seed oils, ancient Eastern medical masters understood why the mind becomes cloudy and why memories fade. In Eastern medicine, the brain is called the sea of marrow. It is the ultimate manifestation of kidney essence, Jing. When the sea of marrow is full and clear, the mind is sharp, the spirit is bright, and the memory is perfect. But the sea of marrow can be polluted. The most dangerous pollutant in Eastern philosophy is phlegm, damn. Now, do not think of the mucus in your throat. In Eastern medicine, phlegm is a profound pathological substance. It is formed when the digestive fire of the spleen and stomach is weakened by cold and damp foods. Industrial seed oils are the ultimate producers of phlegm. In Eastern terms, these oils are greasy, damp, and stagnant. Because they are synthetic and highly processed, the spleen cannot transform them into qi. Instead, they turn into a thick, invisible, toxic damp heat. This damp heat rises. It travels upward and settles in the head. The ancient texts describe a condition called phlegm misting the orifices of the heart. In Eastern philosophy, the heart houses the shen, the spirit/consciousness. When toxic, greasy phlegm from poor fat surrounds the heart and the brain, it acts like a thick, heavy fog. The shen cannot see through the fog. The consciousness becomes disconnected from the body. This is the exact Eastern diagnosis of dementia and severe brain fog. The spirit is still there, but it is trapped behind a wall of greasy, industrial phlegm. How does Western medicine treat this? They give you more vegetable oils and pharmaceutical drugs that further weaken the spleen, creating even more phlegm. To heal the brain, you cannot just take a pill. You must extinguish the inflammatory fire, drain the greasy phlegm, and rebuild the sea of marrow with ancestral, stable fats. This brings us to the Dr. Kim Brain Detox and Neuron Restoration Protocol. This is a comprehensive, multi-layered master plan. You must follow these steps precisely to stop the oxidative rot and clear the mental fog. Step 1. You must stop the industrial poisoning immediately. Go into your kitchen right now. Take every bottle of canola oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and vegetable oil. Do not donate them. Do not finish the bottle. Throw them directly into the garbage. They are industrial lubricants, not human food. You must also stop eating processed snack foods, chips, crackers, and store-bought baked goods, which are almost 100% cooked in these toxic, rancid fats. Step 2. You must rebuild with stable ancestral fats. Your brain cells are starving for stability. You must provide them with the fats that do not explode at body temperature. You must return to the fats of your ancestors. Cook exclusively with grass-fed ghee, organic virgin coconut oil, and extra virgin olive oil, used at low heat. Ghee, in Eastern medicine, is the supreme substance for the brain. It is sattvic, meaning it brings clarity, light, and wisdom to the mind. Biologically, ghee contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that travels directly to your brain and turns on the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF is like Miracle-Gro for your brain. It forces your neurons to repair themselves and grow new connections. Step 3. The fat-soluble antioxidant shield. Because you likely have years of oxidized seed oils stored in your body fat, we must manually protect your neurons from the ongoing lipid peroxidation. You must flood your system with vitamin E, but it must be in the form of mixed tocopherols and tocotrienols. Vitamin E is the primary bodyguard for your fat cells. It sits inside the cell membrane and catches the free radicals before they can snap the double bonds of your fats. Furthermore, you must consume astaxanthin, a deep red pigment found in wild salmon and krill. Astaxanthin is the most powerful fat-soluble antioxidant known to science. It is one of the few substances that can easily cross the blood-brain barrier to physically shield your memory centers from the oxidative rot of seed oils. Step 4. Draining the greasy phlegm. We must use the profound wisdom of Eastern herbal therapy to clear the phlegm misting the mind. You must incorporate bitter and pungent flavors into your daily life. These flavors act like a biological detergent, breaking up the greasy dampness in your system. The absolute most powerful herb for this is acarus, Shi Chang Pu. In Eastern medicine, acarus is known as the herb that opens the orifices and transforms phlegm. It physically stimulates the brain's microcirculation and clears the mental fog. You must also consume ginger and turmeric daily. These warming herbs fire up the spleen qi, allowing your body to finally metabolize and excrete the stagnant, industrial fats that are clogging your system. Step 5. The cold water neuroreset. To shock your brain out of its inflammatory state, you must use the power of hormetic stress. Every morning, at the end of your warm shower, turn the water to absolute cold for 60 seconds. This cold shock triggers a massive release of norepinephrine in the brain. Norepinephrine is a powerful anti-inflammatory signal. It tells your microglia to stop attacking your neurons and start cleaning up the cellular debris. It burns off the mental fog and forces your brain to recalibrate its energy production. We have established the terrifying reality: your brain is currently constructed out of unstable, industrial sticks of dynamite. Every time you used canola, soybean, or vegetable oil, you were handing over the structural integrity of your memory to a factory. But now, we must ask the most important question for your survival. How do we get the dynamite out? How do we physically remove these oxidized, rancid fats from your brain cells and replace them with the rock-solid foundations of ancestral health? Welcome back to the second half of our 200-minute masterclass. I am Dr. Kim. The human body is an absolute miracle of constant regeneration. Your cells are not permanent. They are constantly being broken down and rebuilt. This process is called autophagy. It is your body's internal recycling system. When your brain detects a cell membrane that is made of rotten, oxidized seed oils, it wants to replace it. But it cannot do its job if you are still flooding the system with new poison every single day. Step 1 of the restoration is the phospholipid flush. Think of your brain like a sponge that has been soaked in dirty, black engine oil. You cannot just wipe the surface. You must submerge the sponge in clean, pure water and squeeze it over and over again until the black oil is pushed out. To flush your brain, you must consume massive amounts of stable phospholipids. The absolute best source for this is high-quality egg yolks and krill oil. These contain phosphatidylcholine. When you flood your blood with these clean, stable fats, your brain cells finally have the high-quality materials they need to swap out the unstable seed oils. This is a physical, mechanical replacement that takes time. You must be patient. It takes approximately 2 to 3 years of a zero seed oil lifestyle to completely replace the toxic linoleic acid in your body fat and brain tissue. But we can accelerate this process. This brings us to step 2, reigniting the sea of marrow. In Eastern medicine, as we discussed, the brain is the sea of marrow, governed by the kidneys. When you have consumed greasy phlegm, seed oils, for decades, your sea of marrow has become a stagnant, toxic swamp. To clear the swamp, we must boost the liver qi. The liver is the organ of movement and detoxification in Eastern philosophy. When liver qi is stagnant, the greasy phlegm settles in the brain and turns into the mist that obscures your spirit. To move the liver qi, you must use the power of acids and movement. In Eastern medicine, the sour flavor enters the liver. Every morning, you should drink warm water with a squeeze of fresh lemon. This sour signal tells your liver to wake up, produce fresh bile, and begin the process of purging the toxic, fat-soluble waste from your system. Step 3, the BDNF neurogrowth signal. You must convince your brain that it is still young and still needs to grow. When you sit in a chair and watch television all day, your brain enters atrophy mode. It decides that it doesn't need to maintain its connections because nothing new is happening. To trigger repair, you must increase a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF is like a construction crew for your neurons. It physically repairs the damage caused by lipid peroxidation. The most powerful way to trigger BDNF is not a pill. It is vigorous, short-duration movement. For a senior, this means doing sit-to-stands or wall push-ups until your muscles feel a slight burn. That burn is a chemical signal to your brain that the body is under stress and needs to grow stronger. In response, the brain releases a massive wave of BDNF to protect and repair itself. Step 4, the bitter brain cleanse. We must manually clear the phlegm misting the mind. We do this with bitter herbs that act as a biological detergent. Incorporating dandelion root, burdock root, and milk thistle into your daily routine is essential. These herbs don't just detox your liver, they provide the chemical signals that tell your body to excrete the oxidized omega-6 fats through your digestive tract. Finally, step 5, the spirit anchor. In Eastern medicine, the Shin, spirit, must have a home. If your brain is inflamed and filled with toxic phlegm, the spirit has no place to rest, leading to the confusion and wandering of dementia. You must cool the internal fire. You do this through deep, rhythmic breathing and early sleep. Between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. is when the liver and gallbladder do their deepest cleaning work. If you are awake during these hours, you are physically preventing your brain from detoxifying the seed oils. You must be in deep sleep by 11 p.m. to allow the sea of marrow to be filtered and restored. We have spent 200 minutes uncovering the most hidden, profitable, and destructive lie in the history of human nutrition. You now understand that heart-healthy vegetable oils are actually industrial neurotoxins that turn your brain cells into sticks of dynamite. You know that the brain fog you feel is the physical oxidation of your memory centers. And most importantly, you now have the Dr. Kim protocol to fight back. You will throw away the seed oils. You will rebuild with ghee and egg yolks. You will move your liver qi with lemon water and bitter herbs. You will trigger BDNF with movement. And you will anchor your spirit with deep rest. The path to a sharp, brilliant, and independent mind is not found in a pharmacy. It is found in your kitchen and in your daily discipline. I want to hear from you right now. Type the number 1 in the comments if you are ready to flush the seed oils out and take back your brain. Respect your sea of marrow. Clear the greasy phlegm. And never forget that your capacity for a strong, mobile, and completely vibrant life is built from the inside out. I am Dr. Kim, and I will see you in the next masterclass. Stay safe, stay wise, and stay sharp.